All right, Shalom. First off, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Barakah Kodash, Barakathum. Double honors to the apostles, great millstone, who teach and rule well, and peace and salutation to the elect. I came out here and doing this fight, pushing this word with faith, hope, and sincerity. So, yeah, just meditating on a lesson, and this is a balanced thought that I had because as we sigh and cry to Yahweh by Shemi Shah, we should also be rejoicing. But this morning, I was just laying in the bed, as a alarm was going off, and snoozed about 15 times, and just looking at how this whole society is just really an oppressive society, man. And how we long to be free, and it's really no different than when we were in, ancient Egypt or any of the other bondages or captivities. But because America, aka Babylon, being the worst, okay, of all of these captivities, that pain and that anguish, it's on a different level, and so one of the words that I was thinking about, and this might just be like, all over the place, man, because there's so many thoughts, as it pertains to the scriptures, and, you go through so many mixed emotions throughout the day. And I mean, I'm just now getting my morning started, pray to Yahweh by Shemi Shai, but like, that we long for freedom, man, and like, this ain't it, bro. This is not our rest, as scripture says, man. So, yeah, just a couple thoughts on my mind pertaining deliverance, man. Because, we always have to look at things balanced. We can't get too Salakia, we can't get too low, we can't get too high. As scripture says, man, we got to know how to be abased, and we should also know how to abound. And hey, all brothers have their days, man. All brothers have their weeks, months, and it just so happens that, this morning, the main thought that I had on my mind was freedom, man. I'm not talking about liberation. Jake has to understand the difference between the two words, man. When you're given liberty, that means that someone is allowing you, someone has granted you the ability to do something. Okay, they still have ownership. That's why America is this false ideal that our people have been sold on, man. As far as that they have freedom. No, you don't have freedom. Freedom is you have ultimate rule or sovereignty, as people say, over your thoughts, okay, over your food, over the economy, okay. That's being in a righteous kingdom mind state or mentality, as brothers always talk about, as we always talk about, a rulership mentality. A rulership mentality means that you are at the pinnacle of freedom, okay? And you only answer to Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, Barakah Kodash, to Yahweh Shai, to all of those men that would be joint heirs and over you, as far as, in the hierarchy of Yahweh by Shemi Shai. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, I just wanted to, get a few words, have brothers reflect on their spirit as I'm reflecting on mine. It's 5:30 in the morning, and this is hell, bro. Like I said, everything has a balance, but this is hell, man. That's why I'm gonna read this real quick. This is Ecclesiastes 7:7. It says, "Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad." It says, "And a gift destroyeth the heart." Okay. And so this word here, oppression.
Strong's H 6233. Oshik.
It says oppression extortion, man. You know, what does the scripture say, man? The captive prisoner, roughly paraphrasing, seek it to be hasten to be loose, roughly paraphrasing. You know, because you're being extorted. Your life is being extorted. Your energy, your spirit is being suppressed. You know, to where Yahweh Shema Shai is using our spirit to glorify Him. So in essence, it kind of works to a degree. You know, we're suffering in the flesh, but it actually enables our spirit to actually grow. And through our spirit growing, that's what's really going to deliver us. So it says extortion. You know, that means that everything that you do here, someone else is receiving the benefit directly. You know, you go to work, you're building somebody else's asset. You know, you're a slave. You know, you get a few shekels or whatever to take care of whatever bills you got, maybe grab a bite to eat, and the rest is more oppression continually. That's why you're mad. That's why you're angry. That's why you're upset. I know that's why I'm mad. I know that's why I'm upset. You know, but I also have to take it with a grain of salt. You know, understanding that, hey, deliverance is nigh, man. So through this adversity that we must go through these trials and tribulations that Yahweh Shema Shai has placed before us as means of purification, you know, through this trial, we're gonna be mad. We're gonna be upset. You know, we're gonna be angry. But as the scripture says, actually, I'll go back. Let me see here. It says, surely oppression maketh the wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. And that gift that our people have received, just as Eve believed in Esau, or the serpent, the so-called white man in the garden, that gift, okay, that destroyed the heart of Eve and our people, okay, is Esau's lies, Esau's deception, you know, fooling our people to believe that waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning when according to Yahweh Shema Shai, the day begins at night, okay? You know, I mean, so just small things like that, but not only that, believing in this American dream, believing in this nightmare, you know, and clearly across the globe, people still see that America is just one big lie, man. But that's that gift, okay, that has destroyed our people's heart. When you go into the Hebrew, that word heart is a lob, okay, for your mind. And that's why that oppression hurts. Because as it says, it's a extortion. Okay? They're giving, I need to put my phone down. They're giving us a lie to believe in, and they're using that lie to extort our spirit from the Lord. You know? They're telling us, oh, well, you know, the Old Testament's done away with. That's a lie. Okay? You know, they paint these false images, and they mask who they really are. But that's why the man of sin is being revealed as well. You know, so that's what we take joy in. We take joy in that, knowing this goddamn cracker can't hide himself anymore, man. You know, that mark that the Lord put on Cain, that mark that he placed on him, his physical mark being the lack of pigmentation in his skin, but also that spiritual mark, Salakia, that spiritual mark that the Lord put on Esau okay, as being the wicked, is being revealed as well. You know? And so that's what brings us joy. So I'm gonna bring out this next scripture. Actually, let me get the rest of that definition. It says extortion, injury, oppression, extortion, gain. Yep, that's it. Gain by extortion. You know? What scripture say, by his words he shall deceive many. You know? Those words, man, that have destroyed our people, have them not recognize that we are in captivity. That we are subject to payments. That we desperately need freedom, man. And that Yahweh Shemi Shai is the only is the only spirit why Yahweh Shai spirits that can provide that deliverance and freedom. Let's see here. It says injury, fraud, distress, unjust gain. See? You know, scriptures don't lie, man. You know, that's why scripture says, I believe in Wisdom of Solomon, or it's either Wisdom of Solomon or Book of Sirach, chapter 12. It says, I want to say by unjust dealings and riches gotten by, let me see here. Might be Sirach. But yeah, the point is, that's how Esau will corrupt our people, man. He's extorting them. Okay? It's a lot. It might be 10. Yep, Khan. This is this is Sirach 9 and what was this 10? So like this is Sirach 10 and 8. It says because of unrighteous dealings. See, unrighteous dealings is just like unjust gain. Okay? Because when you're dealing unrighteously, what are you dealing unrighteously for? To deceive. That is a unjust gain. You are creating a ploy, a snare. America is a ploy and a snare in the minds of our people. To gain really free labor or discounted labor, you know, like 95% markdown on labor. You know, that's why scripture says they've given no account for our labors, man. But that's why Yahweh Shemi Shai is going to come and deliver us from this captivity, man. You know, let me get back in here. This is Sirach 10 and 8, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries. It says injuries. Isn't that a word we just looked at? Injuries and riches got by deceit. Riches got by deceit. What does that sound like? Unjust gain. Extortion. Oppression. Thing deceitfully gotten. Okay? It says, this back in Sirach 10 and 8, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. And that kingdom being translated from one people to another is the kingdom of Yahweh Shemi Shai being translated from Esau, the so-called white man, to the hopeful elect. So yes, there's going to be moments of sighing and crying. There's going to be, moments where you feel like, man, look, F this place, man. But there's always recalibration. And as you recalibrate, you focus back in on what the goal and what the prize is. So regardless of however much oppression, regardless of however much extortion, however much unjust gains, riches gotten by deceit, okay, we press towards the mark of Yahweh Shemi Shai. That's recalibrating. That's how we grow in the spirit and not allow this oppressive system to take us under. And I'm going to end off on verse 8. Two quick scriptures, man. Because as you read 7, it shows you the mindset that King Solomon was in about oppression and about how a gift destroys the heart. But then in the very next sentence, it says, better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. So automatically he went from talking about those things that destroy the heart, the mind, these lies, corruption, unjust dealings, extortion, and then said, it's better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. And the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit. He recalibrated. He was like, you know what? Guess what? America's going to be destroyed anyway. It's like, you know what? We got the patience of the spirit. Scripture says, in your patience possess ye your souls. Guess what? We know that Yahweh Shemiah Shai is working with us, man. All we have to do is remain steadfast, unmovable, unshaken, as we traverse through these trials and tribulations. And we're no longer looking at oppression. We're no longer concerned about Esau's and his wicked ass deeds and everything that he's doing. Of course, we bring it out, for the edification of the body, but it doesn't affect us as it did before. Because as scripture says, man, hey, look, we're closer to the salvation than we were initially before. So that's why it's better. It says better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. The end of America is going to be better than the beginning. The end of wickedness is going to be better than the beginning of it. Okay? The end of our captivity is going to be better than the beginning of it. So, really, that's all I had on my mind and on my spirit. This morning, just wanted to share that with you, brothers, Lord willing. Yahweh Shemiah Shai continues to bless and protect and to guide and uplift and keep you brothers motivated and encouraged and steadfast and faithful, to Yahweh Shemiah Shai, man. Because these lessons are for us. As I'm speaking these lessons, as brothers across the globe are speaking these lessons, it's just for the hopeful elect. If anyone else happens to come by the video and, they pay attention and, then they learn and they grow, they could also be a part of the hopeful elect. But, the men that are out here sighing and crying, for all the abominations that be done in the midst of this wicked ass queendom, these are the lessons that are for us. To remember, guess what? It says, and the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit. The patient in spirit is Israel. Okay, Yasha Allah, the hopeful elect. That's what the Lord has given us as a tool for us to use, man. When Esau comes in like a flood, because that's the proud in spirit. Okay, we're going to use Esau's wicked ass spirit against him. Yahweh Shemiah Shai is using Esau's wicked, proudful, boastful, arrogant, atrocious, destructive spirit against him. And that's why we rejoice. So with that, I like to say, Kal halal, like Yahweh Shemiah Shai by Shem Rakak Wadash, Barakathum, double honors to the apostles, great millstone, teacher rule well, peace and salutation to the elect. Shalom, shalom, shalom.